everyone. Welcome to Driscoll's Election Dissection, your election analysis for Across the Circus. I hope you all are doing well today, wherever you are. Well, we took a lot of time off after the election. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. I do apologize. Well, there wasn't really any elections in between November and now to talk about anyway, so... Well, there you go. Well, we've reached the end of the year, and I plan to do a show at the end of the year as kind of a recap / look forward. I did want to do this show a bit earlier, a couple weeks ago, but unfortunately I had a little bout with the flu. But I'm feeling much better now, and I figured, let's do it. So, the ultimate results from Election Day this year. In the end, Donald Trump makes history. He's going to be only the second person in the history of the United States. Well, I should say President-elect Donald Trump. He's only the second person in U.S. history to hold the presidential office twice non-consecutively. The first being, of course, Grover Cleveland, a man whose name has been heard a few times in the news cycle over the past month or two. And not only did Donald Trump do well, overall, Republicans won across the map. They also gained the Senate by winning 4 seats. Yes, the Republicans flipped West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Montana, ultimately giving them a 53-47 edge. And in the U.S. House, the Democrats did gain 2 seats, but it wasn't enough, as the Republicans still hold the majority. And that means we're going to have a Republican trifecta starting in 2025, which will make it very easy for the president to pass key legislation. But the House of Representatives still remains partly slim. We're currently with Republicans having a 5-seat edge. So it only takes a handful of representatives to vote no on legislation to not pass it. And so that ends the year off. And it was a pretty eventful year altogether. And I'm actually very grateful for the year we had for a number of reasons. When I started this show, it was an off-year election. And I think that was good for me because it gave me an opportunity to try to figure out how I'm going to do this show come 2024. And it took me a bit, but I think I found a groove in terms of talking about key battlegrounds, focusing on those battlegrounds, focusing on things you might not notice in other news outlets. So overall, I'm very proud of the work we did. And I really appreciate all of you out there who listened throughout the past year, whether you joined right from the first primary day or you just joined the week of the election. I thank you for tuning in. And if I helped you figure out who's going to be on your ballot, then I feel like I did my job. So thank you. And the best part is we're not going away at all. Yes, 2025 is an off year, but there's still going to be plenty of fascinating election action, including 2 gubernatorial races, an open seat in Virginia, and an open seat in New Jersey. Yes, both have term-limited incumbents, so there will be a new governor elected in both. And those could be real bellwethers of how 2028 is going to turn out. Yes, really. I know you're probably thinking, oh, that's ways away, but no, the road to 2028 really begins now. And on top of that, there will likely be special elections in the U.S. House. In fact, the ball is already rolling on a couple of them. I wasn't expecting our next show involving a primary election to be so soon, but actually next month, 2 congressional districts in Florida will be having special primary elections already. Can you believe that? So we're going to get right back on the ball. I like it. Also, I would like to talk more about local elections. Mayoral elections. The city of New York is set to have a mayoral election. You know, our nation's biggest city. That ought to be something to pay attention to. And I would like to maybe branch out on international elections. I promised my friends at the podcast, I used to like this one, my friends Sean Wells and Colin Stewart. Go listen to their show. It's a great show. And I promised them I would talk about the Canadian parliamentary election, which is set to happen no later than October. Could happen sooner, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. So 2025 may not be as exciting as 2024, but it is set to be an eventful year. And whenever big elections come by, I'm going to be here to talk about it. So with that, I will see you relatively soon, just in a few more weeks. And I hope all of you out there had a wonderful holiday season. And I hope you all have a wonderful new year. And let's just see where this year takes us. Although there's not really anything happening soon, I still feel obligated to say it at the end of every show. I don't care who you vote for, but I do care that you vote. So please do. Thank you for listening to Driscoll's Election Dissection. If you would like to learn more about the show, go online to aljitproductions.com/acrossthecircus and be sure to listen to us on any podcasting form you like. Thank you all for listening, and I will see you all very soon.